Floyd Schofield Jr. opens the video by expressing his readiness and high level of confidence. He emphasizes that he does not let anything bother him because he possesses the ability to adapt to any situation inside the ring. He acknowledges that Gervonta "Tank" Davis is a solid fighter, predicts that their matchup will be a great spectacle for the fans, and notes that he has seen Davis's online talk about knocking him out. Floyd Schofield Jr. opens the video by expressing his readiness and high level of confidence. He emphasizes that he does not let anything bother him because he possesses the ability to adapt to any situation inside the ring. He acknowledges that Gervonta "Tank" Davis is a solid fighter, predicts that their matchup will be a great spectacle for the fans, and notes that he has seen Davis's online talk about knocking him out. The narrator highlights that anticipation is building as Gervonta Davis officially returns to training camp. With training underway for a potential showdown against
Oh yeah.
Floyd Schofield Jr. opens the video by expressing his readiness and high level of confidence. He emphasizes that he does not Floyd Schofield Jr. opens the video by expressing his readiness and high level of confidence. He emphasizes that he does not let anything bother him because he possesses the ability to adapt. The focus shifts symmetrically to the grueling daily regimen of Floyd Schofield Jr., who has completely locked himself away from distractions to undergo the most physically demanding preparation of his professional career. The narrator details Schofield's focus on absolute technical precision, timing, and peak aerobic conditioning to survive a 12-round championship pace. Visuals show Schofield putting in relentless, explosive rounds on the heavy bag. A training method specifically utilized to cultivate maximum punching leverage, maintain a flow.
If we're in line for Tank Davis, I'd rather have the Tank Davis fight and he stop Tank. I've been said that he would stop all of them.
The video transitions into the specific athletic adjustments being made inside Gervonta Davis's camp, with the narrator highlighting that Davis has drastically escalated the intensity of his physical conditioning.
No, I'm not nervous about Tank because we know Tank weaknesses. We've been in the camp, multiple camps for Tank. We know what Tank could do, what he can't do, what he can take, what he can't take. That's why people don't want to go in the ring with us, because we've been in the gyms, we know all their secrets and their weaknesses.
The narrator introduces the highly vocal and fiercely confident perspective of Floyd Schofield Sr., who acts as his son's primary motivator and strategist. Schofield Sr. boldly demands the Gervonta Davis fight immediately, bypassing safer promotional avenues. Expressing zero doubt.
At the end of the day, it's boxing. I'm just here to do the best fights. I'm young. Tank is the the gatekeeper as far as like holding that belt, that championship. And he's a person I got to go through, I'm not, no disrespect, but I'm not looking to get it through a Lucas body or somebody that they expect me to beat, because, once you do that, you don't get no credit for that. So, I'm looking to make the best fights happen. And, Tank is one of the best, so I'm ready to get this fight on.
Or hesitation, he publicly guarantees that his son will not only defeat Tank Davis but will become the very first man to stop him inside the distance. He reinforces this by stating they have never feared any fighter in any division and firmly believe Kid Austin possesses the natural talent to handle anyone in the sport. Floyd Schofield Sr. steps directly in front of the camera to explain the strategic rationale behind his extreme confidence, explaining,
I'm rocking with my guy,
For sure, but the way you see it, you know what I'm saying?
I don't think if Schofield got experience, he working in the gym. I know he put on a lot of muscle.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think he felt, spawn and hit with hit, that shit is different. I don't think he felt what he's going to feel with Tank. Not speaking, just
I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
Agree.
Some things he has yet to experience. He might can push through it, but some things you feel in that ring, a lot of these fighters, they watch video clips and they watch this training, but you can't feel it. When you're looking at the videos, you can't feel what you're watching. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's the part, you know, he got to be able to push through. You know, a lot of pain comes with boxing. People don't know that. Pain comes with this shit, you know? And I have yet to see anybody put Schofield through pain.
That they are actively positioning themselves directly in line for Tank's world title. He openly mocks the idea of being nervous, revealing a crucial tactical advantage. Their team has spent extensive time embedded inside multiple past training camps with Davis. Because they have watched Davis work closely in private gym settings, Schofield...
I mean, I'm just happy Tank coming back. Tank's excited. All the guys are excited, but Tank, there's always a big question mark when Tank get in the ring. Somebody about to get knocked the fuck out. You know what I mean? I just hope it's a good guy. Somebody, you know, we can respect.
The narrator frames the entire promotional and psychological narrative of this bout around the classic boxing philosophy of big risk, big reward. Floyd Schofield Jr. views this terrifying challenge not as a threat, but as the ultimate career-altering catalyst. The narrator explains that in Schofield's mindset, true respect and boxing immortality cannot be manufactured by promotional padding or taking easy, manufactured routes.
I don't think he is. I think he's young. And I do think that he does make mistakes, which create openings, but the dude got popped. The dude is explosive. The young man is explosive. Very explosive. And I don't think it's a safe fight. Not out the gate. Not when you've been out of the ring for as long as Tank. I don't see it. Not at all. And the longer that Floyd Schofield is able to be in that gym and perfecting his craft, he can easily become a pro.
Floyd Schofield Jr. speaks directly about his youthful ambition, stating that because he is young and in his physical prime, he wants to test himself against the absolute best without delay. He openly labels Tank Davis as the division's ultimate gatekeeper and standard-bearer because he holds the World Championship belt. Schofield firmly states, with no disrespect intended, that he has no desire to build his record by beating lower-tier opponents or handpicked fighters whom the public expects him to do.
My baby, Floyd Schofield has the opportunity to fight Gervonta Davis. That's a mean showdown, a mean mission. One of the biggest yet. Like, this is gonna be his biggest for a long time. It could be the biggest in his career. And to show out at 23 early, right, to get a potential win over Gervonta Davis would do wonders for this man. It'd be scary to know what he'd be like in his prime if he can beat someone the likes of a Gervonta Davis, especially for a world title, because that's a lot of pressure, a lot of presence in Gervonta Davis, right? That world championship is on the line, and your name is going to be plated in gold after a victory like that.
The narrator provides a sharp reality check from Kenny Ellis, the highly protective and deeply experienced coach of Gervonta Davis. Ellis firmly dismisses the hype coming from the challengers' camp, openly questioning whether the young Schofield has ever felt anything remotely close to the bone-shattering, concussive power that Tank...
Floyd is a good opposition for his return. A big statement could be said by Tank Davis by shutting down someone with so much confidence. This boy has carried that confidence through his undefeated record, through beating Tevin Farmer, a known, named, great, experienced, mean opposition, slick, tough, witty, got stopped the first round by the young bull. So what I'm saying to you is this: Tank Davis, he stepped up to the plate and canceled this man's height. That's gonna do wonders for Tank. Y'all don't believe me? Wait and see. But will Tank take on the young Kid Austin? Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. Get back to it, baby.
Brings into a live ring. Ellis delivers a stern warning, pointing out that analyzing video clips, studying slow-motion film, or working out in a friendly gym environment can never simulate the suffocating, terrifying pressure of standing across from an elite puncher who is actively trying to take your head off. Coach Kenny Ellis extends his...
Oh, man, that's the fight. That's the fight. You know, Schofield is the next young kid, up and coming. He's hungry. He's got balls. He's got balls. So I think the fact that Tank has been off for a while is the perfect opportunity for Schofield to take the reign, to take the crown from Tank. So I would love to see that. I would love to see that.
Make it happen, make it happen, make it happen.
Oh, man.
Critical analysis, acknowledging that while Schofield is a highly talented athlete who has clearly packed on a significant amount of functional muscle, boxing logic dictates that gym sparring is a completely different universe compared to a real fight. He notes that championship boxing requires...
Are we going to see you and Tank fight again? I would love to. I would love to. I think he needs to clean some of his act up and get back in the sport. We all want to see him back, including myself, so I can run it back with him. But I don't think we're going to fight for a long time. He won't go up to 147 either. A lot of these guys, they want me to take the risk and go lower all the time, but they won't do it. Sounds a little pussy to me, especially in the fact that I can't always be willing to take the extra step to make the fight happen. I've done that year in, year out. And now that I'm a world champion, you're going to have to come to me now. And if you don't want to, I don't really need you anyway. So what does it matter? The thing about Tank, before, he thought that people really need him.
Requires an immense tolerance for agonizing physical pain, a dark reality of the sport that casual observers often overlook. Ellis emphasizes that because he has yet to see an opponent truly test Schofield's chin, break his will, or put him through deep physical...
Hopefully I fight Ryan again. If they're not on some host, I text that ass again. Tell them boys to give me 150 M's. I'm coming. You know what I mean? When I start streaming out that, niggas start talking that,
The narrator transitions to the expert analysis of boxing insider Greg Hackett, who characterizes Gervonta Tank Davis as one of the most uniquely electrifying and bankable box office attractions in modern sports. Hackett notes,
I'm going to knock out Gervonta Davis. I promise you. Hear my words. This is my moment. This is my time. He will not beat me. There's nothing terrifying about this guy. I'm going to beat him so easy. He's going to be like, ooh, sprinkle. Boom.
The narrator highlights a highly technical breakdown from former world champion turned analyst Tim Bradley, who provides a balanced look at Schofield's attributes. Bradley praises Schofield as a young, violently explosive, and naturally gifted athlete, but notes that he still possesses dangerous defensive vulnerabilities and structural flaws that a master counterpuncher can easily exploit. However, Bradley issues a stern
against Gervonta.
He's a problem. He's going to be a problem
for everybody.
He's going to be a problem, bro.
Speed is bananas.
Yeah.
You ever see him shadow box, like throw combinations?
Oh, yeah, bro.
Like,
oh, yeah.
Is this sped up?
Oh,
How are you so fast?
Yeah. It's not fair.
He might have one of the fastest left hooks I've ever seen.
For sure.
I mean, it's right up there with everybody, all the great left hookers of the past.
But the crazy thing is, like, bro, he don't even bring it out. He just goes from right here.
Right there.
Pah!
Whip. Like a whip.
And just kills guys.
The narrator introduces the perspective of former Olympic medalist and world champion Andre Dirrell, who paints a vivid picture of the sheer magnitude of this moment for a 23-year-old fighter. Dirrell states that stepping onto a global stage to challenge...
I got Tank. He's one of my favorite fighters. I've known him for a long time. Him and Coach Calvin. Got a lot of love and respect for him. And that's my guy Tank. Not only am I rooting for him, but I believe he's going to get him about it.
Andre Dirrell expands on his analysis by looking at the matchup through Gervonta Davis's tactical lens, explaining that Schofield represents the perfect high-profile opponent for Tank to make a roaring statement to the lightweight division. Dirrell points out that Schofield isn't a soft touch, he is an undefeated, wildly confident young contender who recently proved his elite capabilities by utterly dismantling an experienced.
I got Tank. I got Tank winning that fight. He just got to be on defense in the earlier rounds because Ryan is fast. He got that lightning power or whatever, but I feel that he died down as the rounds going, like fifth round. The speed slow down, and then Tank will probably catch him, within the 7th, 8th round. But I see that fight, however it go, I see somebody getting knocked.
The narrator highlights the promotional enthusiasm of legendary Hall of Famer Oscar De La Hoya, who treats this potential matchup as a purist's dream fight. De La Hoya heavily praises Schofield, calling him the next elite star of the upcoming generation, specifically applauding his fearless heart and willingness to take risks. De La Hoya astutely notes that in the sport of boxing, timing is everything.
That's one of the biggest fights right now of the year. You got two guys that's doing something great for the sport. They definitely making it happen. They actually putting all the good fighters to fight each other, man. Like, what they did is making fighters want to fight each other. You get what I'm saying? Like, they opened up that barrier for
What
that.
boxing needs.
Yeah, definitely. You know, you got a lot of guys that's ducking each other, or oh, the money ain't right, or this ain't right, or they want to be the A side, or they want to, you know, they don't want to be the B side. But yeah, man, they definitely make it happen, and I'm happy.
The narrator pivots the documentary toward the lucrative and highly personal blockbuster rivalry between Gervonta Davis and Ryan Garcia. Garcia enters the frame expressing immense interest in a highly anticipated mega rematch, but heavily critiques Davis's lifestyle and demands that Tank clean up his act and get back into active ring shape first.